Sree.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Oh, you are from Andhra Pradesh and from Kadapa district.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you like in Kadapa?
So, first thing I like in Kadapa is diversified cultures. There are Muslims, Hindus, and Christians. Even in ancient times, the following of Jain is also there in Kadapa. And second thing is temples and famous mass construction in Kadapa. And the accent of language, like Telugu language. So that's it.
What is the one thing that you hate in Kadapa?
Not hate, sir, but the one thing that should be improved in Kadapa is that there is no water facility that much, and second thing is still there is a prevalence of faxism. That's it.
When the girls attend the interview, they wear a sari, but you are wearing a dress. So, why do you do that?
So basically, for the interview, both chudidars and saris are accepted, sir. And little bit, as it's my first interview, I'm not comfortable with a sari, so that I'll wear chudidar.
Why do you want to become an officer?
So I observed in my life is that we have a great law, sir, in our country, but the problem here is with respect to the implementation. So for that, I want to be a better implementer of the law, so that our country will develop and I can contribute to the society somewhat. That's it.
Okay. If you are observing the international events happening around the world,
Yes, sir.
there is a war between Russia and Ukraine. Who do you support between Russia and Ukraine?
As political science student, and as an Indian, India always want to be a peace country, and it promotes peace from non-NAM itself. So the mistake is by the two sides of the two countries, sir. We can I can say that both Ukraine and Russia have its own reasons for the fight, but we need to neutralize that fight. We have to establish peace.
Bindusri, you told your father is a teacher and your mother too. I'd like to ask you one question. What is the status of government college and school education system in Andhra Pradesh?
Yes, sir. Before, the education system or sector is a bit low in Rayalaseema as compared to the other parts of Andhra Pradesh. But moving on to the generations, it will be improved so much. And with the schemes, with the different schemes like Ammavadi and infrastructure like Nadu Nedu, it will be increased so much. More teachers people ratio also increased, and the people's population to go to the school is also increased, and nowadays the providing midday meals also increased in the schools. So as compared to the before, it is greater now, but there need to be reforms.
But why did we get very less percentages pass in this recent 10th class results?
So yes, sir. Because there are many reasons. One thing is COVID-19 has affected much to the students, and in this COVID-19, the most of the schools are closed, and only through online classes the schools are run, sir. But many people not have any access, digital access for the continuation of the study. That is the one thing. Second thing is due to this COVID only, the dropouts will be high in the schools, sir.
Okay.
And so that the quality of education also decreased.
But what are the measures to take?
So giving more infrastructure. Still, I am seeing that in government schools or in private mostly in government schools, there are no toilets or there is no washrooms for the women especially, and there is no transport like connectivity to the rural areas. And like in terms of quality education, we need to give better training to the teachers, and we have to increase the people teacher ratio. Why? Because like there are lack of teacher members in the colleges and schools in Rayalaseema especially.
You said that your father and mother are contributing to the education sector, right?
Yes.
So what is the percentage of GDP contributed or provided to the education sector in India?
I don't know exactly, but can I guess, ma'am? It should be like it will be 1.5 to 2%, but according to the NEP policy, it should be 6% of GDP.
So what is your mother?
She is a contract junior lecturer in government college.
Contract junior lecturer. So what are the issues or challenges faced by the contract lecturers?
There are many reasons. I point of a few. That there is no permanent status to the contract junior lecturers, and it is a temporary job. And second thing is the salaries are not given monthly. Sometimes it may delay to the 2 to 3 months. And third reason is there is no provident fund for them.
Okay. So you're from Kadapa.
Yes.
Rayalaseema. Bindushree, why there is always an opinion that Rayalaseema is a backward place when compared to the other parts of Andhra Pradesh?
Ma'am, actually, in our India, agriculture is contributing large to the employment. So, as Rayalaseema is wet land, like arid land, there is no agriculture prosperity compared to the northern Andhra Pradesh or other parts of India. So there is no agriculture prosperity. The income of the people or per capita like income or development of the people will be less than other parts of Andhra Pradesh. That is the reason, I think so, ma'am.
Bindushree, what is the type of fabric you are wearing?
Ma'am, it's cotton.
Cotton. What is the pattern on your dress?
I think it is Odisha Ikat, and it is also called as Bandhani of Odisha.
In Telangana, where is Ikat manufactured?
Pochampalli, ma'am.
Pochampalli. So is there any historical significance for Pochampalli?
Ma'am, I don't know anything, ma'am.
Bindushree,
Yes, sir.
do you believe that IAS officers are jack of all trades, master of none?
So better I can say that IAS officers will be generalized in their study rather than mastering in one subject. That will help like that's it. Generalized in study.
You said that your parents are working in teaching field.
Yes, sir.
So do you think that India provides quality education?
So like they are both like yes and no answers, and here the India is at one point it is providing quality education through many acts, many schemes and policies, and at one side India is still lacking to provide quality education. So as we are seeing, the contribution of GDP to the education sector is very low. But as many programs are there for the quality education like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and skill developments, and like in Andhra Pradesh especially Ammavadi, etc. So there are quality education, and in some parts there is lack of education too.
Recently, there is a National Education Policy 2020. Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir.
So do you believe in one nation, one education?
So like here too there are both disadvantages and advantages for the one nation, one education, one country. That here the advantages are for being a one education for the all country may improve the education quality, and it may provide more opportunities to the students to to study wherever they want in whole India. And there are disadvantages too, like for every state there are some points or factors different from the another state. Here, like on state basis or the factors of the state can decided its curriculum, so that the education system kept in the concurrent list. So better to be like both central and state parallelly go with the education system rather than one nation, one education and one nation.
Bindhu Sri, if you see the present world order, everywhere there is chaos. If you see Russia-Ukraine war, if you see in the Middle East, if you see Venezuela, if you see Greece crisis, if you see Sri Lankan crisis. So, as per your opinion, who is the biggest enemy to this country?
To India, sir.
To India.
I think so that India is never considered anyone as an enemy, sir. Just we have a bordering issues with our neighbors and some issues with other countries too. But India never considered anyone as its a permanent enemy or a temporary enemy. So I don't consider any country is an enemy to the India.
So you come from?
Kadapa.
Kadapa itself. So can you list out some prominent places from Kadapa where we see a lot of celebrities visiting few places which are famous historically in terms of religiously? List out few places.
Yes, sir. First one I'll prefer is Amir Peer Dargah, that is visited by the many Bollywood and Tollywood actors and other political influencers are also. And second one is Kodandarama temple in Ontimitta. It is a monolith rock. And third one is Pushpagiri temple, and like Jamal Madhu, near Jamal Madhu there is Gandikota Dam and Siddhavatam Kota.
What is the famous aspect in the Gandikota?
So in Gandikota the canyon will form, sir, on Pennar river. It is called as a Grand Canyon of India.
But I would like to ask you few basic questions. That is, what is mean by monolithic?
So monolithic means constructing a temple or constructing a particular building with only one rock, without using any other rocks or any other material from outside, creating one rock as a temple or cave or building, etc., called as like monolith.
Can you please tell me any example?
Like I said before, Ontimitta is one of the example, and also Mahabalipuram and Ellora caves at Maharashtra.
Do you have any idea about Andhra Pradesh politics? Why most of the chief ministers in Andhra Pradesh belongs to this Rayalaseema region?
So I don't know perfectly, but I think so that where there is a more discrimination or where there is a more suppression or where there is lack of basic necessities, there the leadership or there the leaders will grow born, sir. So as compared to the northern Andhra Pradesh, the Rayalaseema region are bit backward area. So the basic necessities of the people are lacking here. So from here the leaders are born, and it's my opinions.
Then most of the chief ministers came from Rayalaseema. Then how were they not able to achieve? As you said, it was more backwarded compared to Costa region.
Before it will be more chaos, sir, with factionism and with not there with basic necessities. But after becoming a few chief ministers from Rayalaseema area, that is Chandrasekhar Rajshekhar Reddy and Jagan Mohan Reddy and Chandrababu Naidu, and the Kadapa region and Chittoor region has developed much, sir. Like as seen in my childhood, the Kadapa is nothing but rocks, sir. But it is developed many, like as much as it's possible. They are like now the water facilities and factionism also declined. So there is, we are seeing a development, sir, but not that much comparatively to the another parts of the Andhra Pradesh. Still there are problems.
Sree, you said you are a student of political science.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the one amendment that you want to make to the existing constitution?
So as I'm a woman, I know how women are discriminating, or suffering or with the inequalities. So I want to take a women reservation bill for the parliament, that is 33% of women reservation bill. And I am seeing many constitutional bodies like NHRC, like CR, Human Rights Commission, and these are only recommendatory in nature, sir, but not in compulsory in nature. So I want to bring an amendment to this. That's it, sir.
You feel reservation is a solution because already women has got reservation in local bodies. But still, there is a concept called Sarpanch Pati. Do you feel that real empowerment can come through reservation to women?
So till now the reservations are presented in the only local bodies of the urban and rural local bodies, but as we are seeing in like uppermost post like a prime minister, president and chief ministers, there are a few women, not much, like 1% of the men's chief ministers are presidents, prime ministers. So I think there is a need for the reservation for the women.
So finally, where do you see yourself after 20 years?
I'll be better than now in both in my professional and personal life too. In my professional life, I aim to be a secretary, and in professional too, I want to help more people, how many possible I want, and I really want to see a few developments by my name, sir. And that is my professional achievement. And in my personal achievement, I'll be a great mother, and that's it, sir.
You have the spontaneity, that is your advantage. Second thing, you are very confident, you are smiling and you are addressing everybody while you are answering, and you are conscious also whether I am addressing or not. When you are completely focusing on the one of the board members, then immediately you are shifting your head and maintaining the eye-to-eye contact with each and every member of the board. These all are your best things and positives. And the second thing, one thing I expect you to express few things which you are suppose you are spontaneous also, but you need to be little crisp and sharp and need to address in more dimensions for any question. Example, I have asked you regarding the education sector and the reforms that you want to bring in your state. Okay, so I expected more content from your side and very little elaborated information.
Okay, sir.
Crisp and more content.
Okay, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.